Hello, my name is Charlotte Bech. I'm an allopathic medical doctor, but also I have expertise in Ayurveda, the ancient science of health from the Far East. I like to invite you to enjoy the sounds of a new CD we have been producing, and the name of the CD is Celestial Music of Plants, the therapeutic music of medicinal plants. The celestial music of plants transports our heart, our mind and our spirit to an otherworldly region filled with light, harmony and bliss. On the CD you're going to listen to two different elements. One is slow chanting from ancient India, and the other one is the sound of plants. You're going to listen to the sounds of lavender, of echinacea, of rose geranium, of garden angelica, of the pine tree, and finally of jasmine. These are all medicinal plants who in traditional folk medicine have been used for centuries or even millennia because they have positive therapeutic properties that are being described in traditional folk medicine. For example, lavender is described as having a calming influence. Echinacea is described as useful for colds and flu. Rose geranium is described as beneficial for hormonal imbalances. Garden angelica has traditionally been used against inflammation and pain. The pine tree has traditionally been used against breathing trouble and cough, and jasmine has traditionally been used against stress, crisis and upset emotions. Along with these plants, the sound of the plants, you're going to listen to recitations. It means slow chanting sounds from ancient India. And why do we want to listen to that? We listen to that because it is research that has shown that it is most beneficial. Research has shown that sounds and music have a very profound effect on our mind and spirit and body. And research has shown that the most positive effect comes from the sounds of nature. The rain drumming on the roof, the wind in the willows, the waves rolling onto the beach, or the birds singing in the springtime. But if we look at the man-made music, research has shown that among all the types of man-made music, the most positive and beneficial is classical music. And among the classical music types, the most beneficial is the very oldest, the most ancient type of classical music, which is the slow chanting recitations of traditional cultures, for example the Indian culture. This is what we have chosen for the CD. The research has shown that music and the slow chanting sounds have an effect on strengthening the immune system on humans and reducing pain and stress. In the laboratory, we can see that if cells have a disease, they tend to be healthier and regenerate faster. Research on plants have shown that the slow chanting sounds have the most beneficial effect in terms of helping the plants to grow taller, broader, faster, have more flowers, bigger flowers, and have greater fruits, and also that the fruits ripen faster. So medicinal plants is something very specific. On this CD we have chosen not ordinary plants but medicinal plants. We have to think that perhaps the sounds from any plant, because the plant is from nature and sounds from nature are beneficial, that the sounds from any plant would be beneficial. But then we have chosen specifically medicinal plants, because the sounds from medicinal plants may be even more beneficial than from any other plants. We know that medicinal plants in general deliver extracts, dried powders, herbal teas, fresh juices, tablets, and essential oils. So perhaps also the sounds from the medicinal plants may have a beneficial effect. That hypothesis remains still to be documented, but one could hypothesize that the sounds from medicinal plants may have a therapeutic quality. The research has shown that when human beings are affected by this positive music of the slow chanting sounds, it is through an effect on the brain stem, and it is also through release of hormones and neurocrine transmitters, for example, oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins. How do we listen to the music from the plants? We do this by using a new technology developed in Italy, the home of the opera singers. This plant device picks up the electromagnetic fluctuations of the plants and translates these differences in impedance between the baseline at the root and the leaves of the plants into different sounds. So a smaller difference in impedance becomes a lower tone, whereas a greater difference in impedance becomes a higher tone. In this way, one can listen to the sounds of the plants. What we're hearing is actually the electromagnetic fluctuations of the plants. What we are hearing is basically that the plants are living beings who constantly are changing their electromagnetic potential. We hope that you're going to enjoy the CD and the pleasant sounds from the plants and the ancient recitations. Thank you for now.